Okay. What are we doing? Charity of the Wolf. Some guard mentioned that a certain Amira Wolf of the Low House could use some help. Might be worth investigating. Where am I? Oh, excuse me. Sunny Falco's Island. There we go.
I will never get tired of
Ship,
that.
you've entered Freestar Collective Space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
Okay. You better still scan while I'm scanning. If not, I'll be annoyed. They don't.
That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at a Q.
Thank you! To kill a city. I can go while they're still talking to me, I hope. They're gonna be like, he's making a run for it! Some of these screenshots, though, kind of spoils. They spoils. Because, like, what is this? I haven't seen this. Okay, the low house is that way. Just walk past all these people.
Keep it moving.
I am. IR. Baboon. Okay.
I get called on one more drunk and disorderly.
Co-Heritage Museum. Teacher and a principal. Well, we can't. No, don't get distracted. We'll go in there late. Oh, Sinclair's books.
Could I get the digital copy
No!
of the things I buy?
Run! Low
Be
house.
careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own.
Oh! Too high. Roll Furlton. Axel King.
Mr. King,
Amira, how are you doing?
I can't complain. Someone said some of the Filburn crops got a little damaged?
Yeah, the Thresher's programming had a glitch and it tore right through a couple of fields.
The crops?
I'll save you the trouble. Weston's already approved me sending it to you. It won't be pretty, but perfectly edible.
Much appreciated, Mr. King. Takes everything I've got to keep the low house open. But it still doesn't feel like enough.
Okay, well, before I talk to you, let's see if you got any. You're not going to. I haven't found notes or, like, anything in people's homes. Well, I have, but it's so low and so rare. Yeah, you don't seem to have
You
anything.
want to do some good for the city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get.
Okay.
Got a moment to hear about the low house? It mean a lot to me and to others.
The Jansens are good people, Axel.
All right, sure. I can spare a minute.
Because I do.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
What's in it for you?
What do you think I'm doing this for my benefit? I'm doing it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving.
Well, sounds like you're doing some good work.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city, but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
All right, here's 100.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some. Sincerely, thank you for your donation. I'll make sure it is put to good use.
How are things going?
The weather has been good, so things are good. Ah, if you don't have a home when it gets cold or rainy, that's when it gets rough.
Well, let me know if there's a way I can help out.
If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philborn agricultural systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philborn brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the holdup is? Very politely?
So the Philburns do it for free?
We buy it at a deep, deep discount, below their costs. I know not everyone approves of Henry getting more into brewing, but I don't care. The whole family has earned my eternal thanks.
Well, sounds important. I'll go talk to her.
This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Okay, talk to Sarah Philburn about the low house wheat shipment. What do we got? Is this just a restroom? Okay. Trying to go through the city, knowing absolutely nothing about it. I thought that was a child. Storm Root Inn?
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
What? No, I don't have.
Man, I just want to listen to their things, but I'll just get distracted for far too long.
You can hardly walk 2 steps without running into.
Okay. It's down, so I guess I gotta head down. House of Enlightened. Dang, all the way over here.
If we saved at least 10% of the down payment, yeah. If my shift goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
Tom Starrett. Starrett. Weston Philburn's house. Hello. I'm guessing you're Sarah. Give me a moment. And I will talk to you.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits?
Sarah?
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere, either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement.
Are things okay between you and your husband? That's a weird question to ask.
Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things, if only he could see that.
There's nothing wrong with brewing. Just check out any bar in town.
I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small.
Well, you also work here. Why don't you just take over the farm? That is true. People have a right to lead their life the way they want, and you could take over the farm.
I mean, you're right, of course. But with a little more hard work, so much good can be done. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else?
Oh, hey, why not take on a role in the business yourself?
And try to come between Weston and his brother? They'd never allow it. Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions, but it all falls on deaf ears. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston and I live well enough. I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things instead of feeling like I'm playing second fiddle. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace with it.
No, man. Just be like, hey, honey, you don't want to focus on the farming anymore. You want to go brewing. Let me focus on the farming and double the income. Trouble with the family business?
Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. This is just awkward.
Okay, I was just making sure this doesn't end the dialogue. There must be some way to resolve the impasse with Filburn Agricultural Systems.
Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions.
Could IntelliWheat really be that much of a game changer?
Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that.
Ending starvation is worth breaking a few eggs. I mean, I feel like there should be an alternate solution of her just taking over the business.
Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel.
How do I screw up this batch?
Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more art than science. It's delicate. Surely it wouldn't be too hard to mess it up, right?
Depending on the size of the batch, your plan should work.
My husband put his foot down and hasn't risked our core business on this. If Henry loses money here, it'll only be from his pet project. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
That gives us the quest beer run. That's not why we're here.
Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing beer. If I ran things, we wouldn't have this problem.
She keeps saying that, so there has to be a solution where she can run things. Amira Wolf at the Low House sent me about the IntelliWheat shipment.
I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone.
What's the long story?
The full story would take ages. Henry is supposed to be on top of production issues. But his precious latest batch of beer is at a critical point. Whatever the hell that means. And Aldwin Wright's robots should have been overhauled a month ago. But he's just one man, and all of Aquila needs him pretty much all the time. So, whether we're supposed to or not, Weston and I are handling it.
How are the Ashta a problem?
You must be new to Aquila City. Outside the city walls are dangerous predators. They've been the bane of colonists from day one. Only well-armed and well-trained people walk outside. Otherwise, they become just the latest statistic.
Alright, shipment is urgent. If it's a simple reboot, I can do that.
You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Alright. We gotta take down some Ashta, but that's fine. I have somewhere an Ashta tamer with 7 bullets in it. 7. Oh my god. It's fine. At least I got my thump. How do I, get out of here?
We can't do this alone, Annie. I don't know. He helped with the bank robbery. I'm sure he'll help us.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. This kid seemed like they got a fun quest. You know it's a fun quest because they're children.
We warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like talking to strangers. Then you chose a hell of a profession. I'd recommend... Hi. Don't go outside. Ashta.
Thanks.
Out. Best you stay inside. If not, your funeral.
You two are buds. They warned me about the Ashta. Got to kick some Ashta. Dad joke. I'm a dad. I can say that. What is this? The robot.
Waiting for remote orders. Executing default duty.
Ashta! Ashta! Those all missed. You know what? That ain't good enough. Oh, no! Press the wrong button. Oh, but I do gotta scan these things, huh? Hello. Hello. Is there just 5 of you? They're supposed to have hard exteriors. Bro, the way this gun looks and feels really makes me think of old COD zombies. It's like the starter pistol. It probably is, actually. Like, the name of it. The real name of it. In this, it's just called, like, the old-timey pistol or something. Are there more Ashta? There's just 5 Ashta? Version history. I'm not reading all this. There's a lot. Reboot. Robots are now running.
IntelliWeek growing at 17% faster than projections.
Good job, guys. What do you think you are? Ah, it's freaking Cobalt. Let's go get Mira. Mira? Why'd I say Mira? Who's Mira? Akira. Acura. Little girls are still there, right? I'll do your quest next. Don't leave. Ow, my legs. I tore my muscle.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be.
Let's just talking to me. Is there a quicker way? Could I have just gone this way? There we go. Nope. No wall stands between me. This reminds me of like Tatooine.
Capacity? 97.5% of nominal. Last time it was service.
Sprained my ankle again. Actually, I'm going to suffocate because I'm running. I was like, that guy looks important. No! Earl! No! Honest Earl! Got too close.
I've seen people do bad things for
We
money,
don't get that wheat shipment
even some
soon.
friends. That bill always comes due.
I took care of the IntelliWheat shipment.
That is good news. What was the holdup anyway?
Well, what's important is that Sarah Filburn still wants to help.
It's good to know the Filburns are still faithful to the cause. I hate to ask it, but I do need more help. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands.
It sounds like you have to strike a delicate balance.
It's touch and go sometimes. pester too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile, but the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory.
I'll do my best.
You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. Thank you for your time.
Who is it? Duncan Lynch, Raisha Lance, and Elias Cartwright. All of them in this direction. I have another quest involving the mayor, so I'm not going to go through all of his dialogue, because I don't want to accidentally dive into that.
Kill for a cup.
Over there. Tourist?
I give him 3 minutes before the smell chases him out.
That's genuine stretch of the nostrils.
Okay. Which one's that one? That's the mayor. Let's see if we can get to the mayor first. Whee! Oh. I'm gonna go around this whole thing.
If you're looking for a sidearm, I recommend the radar.
Okay.
The finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here.
Hello.
Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile.
Hope I don't lose out on all of this. Oh, so I do have to talk to this before I can get to his normal dialogue. The founder?
Ah, that'd be Solomon Coe, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. That's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks.
You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
All right, we'll address all that later. I'm here to ask for donations for the Low House.
What day is it? Oh, shoot. I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory.
Is the donation from the government or you personally?
Well, from me. Unlike the UC, we don't tax our people to death. The city's budget is very tight, so it falls to the community to look after its own.
All right, you're a good dude. Well, the low house appreciate. Oh, what is that? Oh, he's yawning. Making me think of like, oh, what is it called? L.A. Noir. The low house appreciates it.
I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problems. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly. A genuine pleasure talking to you.
Sure, buddy. You sound like good people. What are all these bricks doing here? There we go.
How are you doing?
Doing good.
It's been a while since we had the chance to catch up.
Obviously, you're talking to me. So Raisha next. We'll do the Trade Authority guy last. Laredo Arms.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here.
Your weapons are made in the city?
Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality.
You're the owner of the whole Laredo company? Why are you working here?
When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings.
My buddy Walter would like you. I'm here to ask for donations for the Low House.
Oh, so Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation.
Not that I'm complaining, but why is Laredo Firearms so generous?
The trite answer would be a sense of civic responsibility. But the truth? Guilt. To achieve the level of success I have, broken promises, neglected loved ones, and tough calls. Donations like this are a way of making amends.
How many people did you kill? She yawned too. Like that's like a mean way of going about it, but they could do more than just donate money. Your donation is greatly appreciated.
You are quite welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
You take
So
care.
we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need some place to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know Stretch Trash will come back and loiter. Or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Lance.
Okay, I expected that to give me a quest. That's why I didn't want to just leave. It didn't. Let's go lean on this trade authority guy. What's his name? Duncan. Let's go lean on Duncan. This Duncan runs with my foot up his butt.
Here is curious. Not our usual sort of customer.
Just straight up John Smith.
The trade authority's always looking for new opportunities.
Got it, Johnny. Oh, I forgot I broke my ankle. I was like, why am I in pain?
Do you have business with the trade authority?
Oh, I didn't realize you were like Skyrim characters and follow me when I go into the back room.
What brings you to the trade authority?
I'm here to ask for donations for the Low House.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies.
Hmm. Well, helping the stretch could improve the Trade Authority's image.
The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter.
If you ever need to deal with the trade authority, drop by.
John wanted me to do it, just so
The
you're
trade
aware.
authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements.
I'd like to give my bullet a mutual beneficial agreement. Wait, that I didn't think it through, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna shoot that guy. The Rock. All the Trade Authority people have just been complete a-holes. Like, I get it. They're in it for the money, but don't they realize that by not helping the cities that they're in, it will slowly decrease their public relationship, and people will just stop going to them to buy stuff, and then they will slowly die over time.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
The Cartwrights have been donating to the Low House for generations. Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a powerful corporation. Not that you would know it.
I talked to everyone about the donations.
Elias and Raisha both sent their donations. Thank you. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith.
The yawning every time. Is it because it's night? Or is it because I'm taking too long? I genuinely don't know how you do it day after day.
Some days are easier than others. For example, because of you today is one of the days which gives me strength instead of sapping it. And Zara Philborn came by and told me what you did to help her. You fought Ashta, and you didn't even bother to mention it to me. You are... I just don't know what. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it.
No, you keep it. This should go to the stretch, not me.
Those credits are from the grateful Philborns, not me. And I wouldn't take a single one. You've earned it. I have one more thing for you to do. But I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
Okay. Bro, they give me 5,000 credits? She wouldn't take that? I mean, I'll take it. I'll keep it.
The
But
Council of Governors meet in our very own.
she could have kept that $5,000.
Thank you for saving my husband.
When did I save your husband? Marco?
Thank God. I thought the Shaw gang was going to kill all the hostages in the bank. You were amazing. Thank you.
Oh, he was in the bank. Just glad everyone made it out alive.
We wouldn't have made it without you. Listen, I have nothing. Less than nothing. My family moved here from Sidonia, hoping for a better life. Sometimes I just feel cursed. And I could live with that if it was just me. But Simone and little Liv?
Well, I'm sorry to hear your family's got it rough.
So many people here look past my family being UC and are just like that. Kind. A real sense of community. I just need a job and we could be happy here. Sorry, you should feel good. Super good about what you did at Galbank. You want to talk about anything?
And then it ends?
Even after all this time, we're still living hand to mouth. Nothing ever changes, no matter how hard I try.
What made you leave Sidonia?
Got tired of living under the boot. The UC always tells you what to do and how to do it. If you're down, they want to keep you there. I thought maybe hard work and patience would lead to better things, but it became clear that that was never going to happen. The only way out was to leave the UC behind. So I brought the family here. Things aren't much better, but at least I don't have the piglets breathing down my neck anymore.
How are things going for you?
Moving out here cost a lot. Now we're barely getting by. It's impossible to save up anything so Liv can have a future. Truth is, I was a fool to think anything would change. Now Simone and I barely talk, and Liv, that's even worse. You know what the worst thing for a parent is? To look into your child's eyes and see pity. That's how you know you've hit rock bottom.
Well, we'll say that one later.
It's got to get better, right?
So I'm assuming you're going to give me a quest.
You like my fit? I got it from one of the outfitters here.
You like my fit?
Absolutely.
Where? Simone?
We should totally go shopping sometime. It'll be our...
Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means.
So, Amira delivers this all the time?
She does. Whether rain or shine, she's there for us. Always smiling. Always comforting. I didn't believe in saints before I got to Aquila City. But I do now.
Well, Amira deserves all the thanks. Just glad to lend a little hand.
Over here in Aquila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.
Okay. That completes Charity of the Wolf. I never saw their daughter. There she is.
I'm saving up. Dad keeps saying he's sorry all the time. It's weird. Aquila City is way more fun than Sidonia.
Okay.